Hey everyone, Supercy Jules here. So today I've got another free plugin alert for you. Today we're going to talk about a plugin called 4EP by SampleScience. It's been released just a few weeks ago, so it's relatively new. I myself already downloaded it, I've played around with it for a few days, and I can already tell you it's a pretty interesting plugin. So let's take a look at it.
Supercy.
Alright, 4EP by SampleScience. Now, as I already mentioned, it is absolutely free to download. I will leave a link in the description. If you use that link, it will take you to this webpage. And if you scroll down a little bit, then you can see that here you can use this button to download this product. Also, by the way, take notice of this donation button. So if you think, well, these people or this person, I don't know how many sample scientists there are. But anyway, if you think, well, these people have created this plugin, they've made it available to us for free, and I really appreciate that. Of course, you can donate a little bit of money to them. Anyway, once you've downloaded it, the installation process is a little bit old-fashioned. By the way, this is a Windows computer. I don't have a Mac computer here, or at least not one that is up to date, so I'm sorry I cannot show you how it works on a Mac computer. You're gonna have to figure it out for yourself. But I'm sure it's probably pretty similar to how it works on a Windows computer. But on a Windows computer, what you need to do is first unpack the zip file, then open the folder, and then make sure to copy both the DLL file as well as the instrument folder. Copy them both to your plugin folder, wherever that may be on your computer, but make sure that the DLL file and the instrument folder are in the same location at all times, because otherwise it won't work. And all you need to do from there is just to tell your DAW where to look for them, and that's all there is to it. Now, once all of that is done, this is what it's going to look like. So as you can see, it's a pretty simple looking plugin, but what is it? Well, 4EP is an emulation of an EP, so of an electric piano. And in fact, it is emulating 4 different kinds of electric pianos, hence the name 4EP. That's clever, isn't it? Okay, but is it any good? So that's the next question. Well, what I did for demonstration purposes, I just very quickly created this little sketch of a song. Don't expect too much of it, but let's just take a listen. Let's go. Okay, you get the idea. Okay, now let's quickly go over the interface. So let's start up here. This is the mod section. To be completely honest, I haven't really figured this one out yet. I mean, apparently you can modulate pitch, you can modulate expression, whatever that may mean in this context. You can modulate panning. I don't know how. I mean, I guessed, you know, it would be controlled by a mod wheel on my MIDI keyboard. Didn't really work for me, which means it didn't work at all. So I'm not really sure about that. But anyway, let's move on. So up here you can select any of the 4 sounds. So this is the first one. Okay, this is the second one. All right, this is the third one. And then the last one. Okay, so this is where you select the sounds. Now here we have attack, decay, sustained release, basic ADSR settings. If you don't know what ADSR is or don't know how it works, recently I made a video about ADSR. I will leave a link in the description and put a card up here somewhere. Moving on, here we have the level. Kind of self-explanatory. Then next up here, down here, we have depth and rate. Gonna try to explain it in my own words. So the rate, you know, relates to something like, I would call it vibration. And the depth is, you know, to what degree it's going to vibrate. Something like that. It'll become clear if I demonstrate it a little bit. So this is the original sound. If I up the rate, not a lot will happen, I guess. No, because I have to up the depth as well. And if I do that, you can hear it vibrating. All right. Then we have a gain knob, also pretty self-explanatory. The cutoff knob is a filter. I believe it's a low pass filter. Yeah, and then lastly, here we have some reverb, which is always nice to have. And yeah, that is the entire interface. So there really isn't a lot more I can tell you about this plugin in terms of features. So what do I think of it? Well, let's start with the tweaking options. So you don't get a lot of options to tweak the sounds. So you cannot tweak the sounds very extensively with this plugin. But then again, you know, it is an emulation. So the purpose of this plugin, I believe, is to emulate an electric piano. So how much would you want to tweak it? I mean, you don't want to end up with a sound that is completely different from an electric piano, because that wouldn't be, again, I believe, the purpose of this plugin. So I get that you don't get a lot of tweaking options, especially because it's a free plugin, let's be fair. And then the sounds, okay. I have to say the sounds, not all of them are 100% convincing, but especially considering, again, it's a free plugin, it's still pretty good. You know, I'm still pretty impressed, you know. So yeah, the question is it worth it? Well, depends. I would say if you already own a very good sounding electric piano plugin, or if you have a very good sounding actual electric piano, I'd say you probably don't have a lot of need for this. But if you don't, I'd say absolutely. I mean, again, not all of the sounds are 100% on point, but they're still pretty good. They're pretty decent. They're absolutely, definitely very usable. These sounds are very usable. So all in all, it's just a pretty good little plugin. It's a very decent plugin. So absolutely, I would definitely recommend checking it out. So go check it out for yourself. Let me know what you think about this plugin. Leave a comment below. And that's all for today. So thanks for watching, and I'm going to talk to you in the next video.